As the man was boarding the plane, he suddenly noticed something eerie. The flight number he was on was 1015, and today was October 15th. The departure time was 10:15. Matt felt a little uneasy, but looking around, he couldn't spot anything out of the ordinary. Before he even had a chance to take his seat, a stranger in the back of the cabin nodded at him. Matt politely nodded back. Then, he found an MP3 player in the pocket of the seat in front of him. It was playing a mysterious story about Flight 1015. Wasn't that the very flight he was on? Out of curiosity, he put on the headphones. The story described exactly what was happening in the cabin at that moment. The flight attendant was conducting a safety demonstration, and it started to rain outside. Matt pulled down the window shade to check, and sure enough, a heavy downpour was hitting the windows. But then the voice on the MP3 said that in 1 hour, the plane would disappear from radar and crash into the ocean. Matt thought it sounded ridiculous, but suddenly the plane lurched, startling him. It was just takeoff though. He put the headphones back on, and the story continued, saying that at 10:21, a bird would hit the plane. And just like that, it was 10:21, and a loud crash came from outside. Matt jumped out of his seat, frantically tossing the headphones aside. Fear flooded his mind. He rushed into the bathroom to calm himself down, but the plane continued to fly smoothly, and none of the other passengers seemed to have felt the impact. Matt wondered if he was hallucinating. After fastening his seatbelt, he called over a flight attendant to confirm if a bird had hit the plane, but the attendant said there were no birds at this altitude. Matt asked to speak to the pilot, but the attendant just told him to settle down. Matt realized he might be overly sensitive because of the story and decided not to push further, but as soon as the attendant left, the man who had nodded at him earlier sat down behind him and said he was sure a bird had hit the plane. He used to be a pilot and had worked with the captain of this flight before. He knew the drill, but the crew usually didn't tell passengers about these things. This made Matt nervous all over again. He put the headphones back on and listened. The story went on to say that the plane would disappear from radar at 11:15. It was already 10:30, and time was running out. Beads of nervous sweat broke out on Matt's forehead. He realized he couldn't just sit there and wait. He had to find some clues to stop the disaster from happening.